Episode 40 special. Damn, it's already another 10th episode for our weekly list. I mean, it's not actually a weekly list anymore, I would say, as I intentionally skip a week so we can at least give the mod creators some time to build us a great selection. Anyways, as for our 10th episode special, will be a showcase of one of the most important mods to really make our Baldur's Gate 3 fresh, fun, and unique, no matter how much playthroughs and hours we spend on the game. It's always a pleasure for me to let everyone know when this type of mod comes up, as it is always another exciting way to play the game. For our episode 40 special, will be our top 10 gameplay mods. For you guys who don't know what are gameplay mods are type of mods that not only provide new encounters, they add new mechanics, features, and content to the game. We've got some of my all-time favorites coming back and ones that you definitely need to keep an eye on. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're gonna start everything off with a mod that I consider as the first actual gameplay mod from the in-game manager that provides even more challenges for our regular playthroughs. Ever had the feeling of steamrolling your enemies with your godly builds? Why not have a chance to fight them again with added buffs and effects? With the introduction of Echoes of Power mod for the in-game manager, this mod is designed to not let your enemies just accept death. They'll become a vengeful spirit version of themselves to try to take you down. With the mod active, after your enemies die, they have a chance to revive with full HP and a few other extra bonuses like elemental effects and immunity, attack retaliation that deals 1d12 damage, specific buffs like the Echoes of Vanguard that adds force damage to their attacks, Echoes of Assault that adds critical modifiers, and Bastion for the added AC increase, etc. With each level, it starts around 10% and increases up to 60% chances for your downed enemies to be revived. So always be on the lookout for round 2. Our second gameplay mod is the one that modifies the capabilities of the real-time combat mod that lets us turn Baldur's Gate 3 into a PoE or a Diablo-like. This type of mod is where we can get some action-packed battles without the need of the spell slot systems and just go crazy with some good old RPG fun. But what if there's a mod that will let us play the game like Baldur's Gate 3 1 and 2? Have you ever missed that action/tactical gameplay? Now let me tell you about BRAWL. The mod basically lets us experience the game in real-time combat with introduction of the pause mechanic. This is where you can have that needed pause to be more tactical and plan your spells, attacks, and targets. This will let you have a feel of some old school mechanics while providing that hack and slash action. BRAWL also works like RTC by tweaking the AI behavior to function without relying on the turn-based mechanics, which is quite impressive. With the help of the mod configuration menu, you'll be able to map your keys and experience to whatever you prefer. You can even go full on automatic and just let AI take over and resolve the battles, giving you more of some real-time combat vibes along with some other adjustments to fine-tune your experience. Next up is another gameplay mod available for the in-game manager. This mod is a complete package of new mechanics, items, encounters, spells, and quests. If we ever get new maps as an update, that'll just make it even sweeter. For you players who want to experience something new, why not check out the Rise of the Gold Member mod?
I love gold!
The mod introduces a new faction called the Gold Member, where they are the elite gold men that offers aid, sells items, and challenges throughout your playthroughs. The mod activates when you start a new save, where you are greeted by a golden NPC. This will grant you the Codex, where you can access 5 new spells once you consume one of the charges. This is where you can learn the unique spells and new mechanic called the Emperor's Lust. Enemies and allies have a chance to turn into gold members, where they have access to powerful buffs and effects. Regular enemies now scale with more health. Each has random buffs and passives, and a brand new enraged mechanic called Final Fury. New loot and items are also found across the world through quests, battles, and currency exchange to the gold member NPCs. Each of the new items from the mod holds the potential for you to transform your gameplay. Elite encounters where you can buy and sell some stuff is also present, but if you want to take them by force, I won't stop you, but it'll certainly be a challenge for sure. Are you one of those players who hope Darian would give us a new game plus experience for Baldur's Gate 3? Have you ever been member of a forum that has been doing petitions for Larian to at least implement a mode, only to get disappointed and eventually give up because most likely it won't happen? Who knows if I'm part of that specific group? Anyway, our hearts were shattered because of what Larian did. In order for me to take out my frustrations, in order for us to help out the players, a hero was born and has made the new Game Plus mod. The mod lets us start our journey at level 10, fighting enemies with scaled up difficulty and additional challenges. Right off the Nautiloid, you're already greeted by new enemies and some new allies for the time being and start you off on your new Game Plus adventure. From the beach, you'll notice new encounters and a surprising new mini-boss that hits like a truck. The mod is still in its early stages and is considered an alpha state, where majority of Act 1 is already complete, with partial development in Act 2, with new content to follow in the future. If you guys want to contribute and help out with the mod completion, the creator is looking for more playtesters to provide feedback to be implemented in this mod. This is the closest mod that we can get for an actual new Game Plus, so definitely check it out. Are you tired of the complicated build setup that you need to do? Ever wanted to have a more streamlined classes where it's focused more on the unique identity of each class? Want to experience a slower leveling process where each of your upgrades matter? The Baldur's Gate 3 Revamp mod will do exactly that. This mod provides a more unique class system where you get unique skills and passives that are only available to your class. Rangers feel like actual bow wielders, specializing in different arrows, using its quiver skills, Hunter's Mark, and summoning companions. Rogues are now focused more on stealth and mobility. Barbarians are still, barbarians with the whole rage playstyle, etc. The Lithid tree also had a revamp to make it feel like branching paths that matter. Concentration requirement for spells are also removed, as well as duration has been adjusted. 300 plus equipment and passives are curated and balanced for the mod. Armor sets are also introduced and are found in each act, with so much more stuff to find. The mod is in continuous development from Act 2 and 3, looking forward for more progress in the future. Another gameplay mod goes to an amazing redesign to encounters and bosses designed to give us more pain. This will definitely challenge the hardened veterans of Honor mode, introducing the Deadlier Honor mode mod. The mod provides new challenges to enemy stats, providing increased HP by 30 to 90%. Even the imps in the Nautiloid got a surprising update. Mini bosses HP increases from 60% to 130, and it's gonna be quite rough for you to fighting hordes of enemies. Most of them get beneficial passives like Misty Step, Polymorph, and Lesser Restoration. Legendary actions are also adjusted to be much more deadlier. Debuff durations is also increased. Boss mechanic reworks and quests will definitely be much challenging. Coolest thing about the Deadlier Honor mode is the brand new dungeons for you to challenge with brand new enemies, different bosses, and mini bosses. The mod creator has made us a brand new zone where we can have tense and challenging battles to test out our builds and abilities. Right across Gale's portal, where you meet him for the first time, you can be transported to a dungeon where you can find welcome surprises to really challenge you. If you're up to new challenges, there's also a new dungeon in Act 2 where you can access in the Last Light Inn. This mod not only makes the mechanics harder, the new introduction of the new dungeons and bosses is a really nice touch. Our gameplay mod showcase will not be complete without my two favorite gameplay mods that needs to be included in the list. Yes, I know I've been glazing over and over again about these two mods in the list, but you can argue that Absolute Wrath and Valkrana's Undead Encounters are just amazing.
You son of a bitch!
These two mods alone are responsible for making my playthroughs fresh and also exciting every single time. I've already spent hundreds of hours in Baldur's Gate 3 and each combat just feels new and exciting. With the help of Valkrana's Undead Encounters and Skeleton Challenges, each combat has a chance to spawn new skeletons with their own passive skills and effects. The mod also provides different tiers of skeletons depending on what situation you are in. Most of the encounters are fine-tuned to your experience. Only enemies and mini-bosses that match your parameters will be spawned for your fights. So you don't need to worry that there's a really powerful endgame boss to be spawned on your Act 1 playthroughs. To really make the combat exciting every time, the Absolute Wrath Undead Rising is a great pair for this mod. The 2000 plus affix and effects will guarantee those randomized challenges for each of your enemies. Each enemy has a chance to get 2 or 3 corresponding affixes to make them much more powerful. Some of them even gets legendary actions, while the vanilla enemies and bosses also get the same treatment from the Absolute Wrath. Seriously guys, if you want your combat to be fresh, fun, and challenging, look no further than taking these 2 mods right here. Next is one of the most addicting gameplay mod that lets you play Baldur's Gate 3 as a roguelike. This is where you can fight waves and waves of enemies, where you level up, collect loot, and rack in the points to turn in some sweet upgrades. I'm talking about the Trials of Tab Reload for PC. Even though the original creator has stopped supporting the mod for almost a year now, a promising new creator has continued the work and has made it even better. Aside from the bug fixes, we've got overhauled monsters and encounters, scaling adjustment, script and AI for new assets straight out of tabletop source. Roughly 80 plus new monsters was added, including a legendary new monsters, 10 custom bosses adapted from each Baldur's Gate 3 narrative, or relevant tabletop material with custom spells from the advanced tabletop mod. There's also new tier scaling based on level adjustments. Some other notable stuff for your convenience are shop rebalances, options like Divine Ascendancies, price changes, Slayer transformation reworks, and the brand new level 27 super boss. I really do hope our community continues to support this wonderful game mod and let the new creator cook us some juicy content in the future. Now for a mod that has been in continuous development for the past year up to this day. The sheer amount of passion and effort the mod creator is definitely praiseworthy, but what they really created is something really cool. Introducing the Homebrew Comprehensive Rework, which is the largest overhaul expansion for Baldur's Gate 3. We've got overhauls to all of the classes and subclasses, which totals up to 200 new passives and effects. Each class has unique features that is unlocked at level 2, 6, and 10. Brand new actions and reactions are also implemented to open up gameplays and strategies that we haven't seen before. Over 200 spells and 40 cantrips has been added, supporting upcast and downcast options, which are also implemented to the NPCs and enemies throughout the game. Feats and passives are also built from the ground up, with so much new options for you to choose from to further augment your multi-class shenanigans. Almost 2,000 NPCs have been reworked to implement the new mode and new passives, boons, actions, and spells for fresh encounters. There's also a balance of all equipment and items in the game, improving the passives, tweaking the effects, etc. Not to mention the really good system adjustments, like the initiative now has a D20 instead of a D4, weapon proficiencies, spellcasting modifiers, new wild magic with so much more stuff to unpack. It's just insane. With all that being said, the mod creator is still not done with the amount of features they want to add to this mod. So in order to help out not just this mod creator, but for all of the gameplay mods in this list, please continue to support the development by playtesting and providing feedback to the creators so we can get more amazing mods in the future. And that's it guys, thank you for watching our top 10 gameplay mods for Baldur's Gate 3. What do you guys think about the gameplay mods that I mentioned, or do you have another gameplay mod that wasn't included in this list? Would love to know all about it in the comments below. Shout out to all the people who subscribe and keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys for all the amazing support, and for all the people who haven't subscribed yet, thank you for watching my videos, and I hope I earn your subscriptions in the future. But if I earn it today, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Want to know what are the best mods for the following weeks, comprehensive builds, mods of the month, and mods of the year, even some quick and easy Path of Exile build guides? Just click these videos right here. Finally, that's it for me. I'll see you soon on the next Master Buck Show. Peace out. Bye guys.